Paris Hilton, Life on the Edge, the biography, by Newkey-Burden. Introduction. Some girls always get what they wanna, goes the famous pop song. And although it was sung by a different glamorous blonde celebrity, former S Club 7 member Rachel Stevens, the words could so easily have been written for Paris Hilton. This it girl has got it all. A super wealthy family, dazzling good looks, and a figure to die for. She had strutted down the catwalk at top fashion shows across the world, and designed purses, a jewellery line, and a range of watches. Her inheritance, when it comes, looks set to be around £20 million. Although it must be stated that since she turned 18, Paris has earned every penny of her money herself. Her album, Paris, and autobiography, Confessions of an Heiress, were eagerly snapped off the shelves by her legion of fans. Her acting career goes from strength to strength, from bit part roles playing herself to leading roles in major movies like House of Wax and The Hottie and the Naughty. She's seen off the critics who sniggered behind their popcorn at the very thought of an it girl making it big on the big screen. After her charismatic and hilarious performance on reality television show The Simple Life, her cinematic success should really have come as no surprise at all. She has also raised many thousands of pounds for a range of charities, including Toys for Tots, a group that gives gifts to poor children, and the Room to Grow charity, which benefits babies born into poverty. She is a lifelong animal lover and has raised awareness of animal welfare issues for many years. Then there are the men who have been part of her incredible story, from actor Leonardo DiCaprio to pop star Nick Carter and model Jason Shaw. She has enjoyed a procession of beautiful young men falling at her shapely, extravagantly clad feet. Even when those relationships have subsequently ended, rarely has Paris seemed at all needy or vengeful in the aftermath. Rather than running to the press to slag off her former love, she has instead sauntered off to write the next chapter of her own incredible story. At the risk of committing the understatement of the millennium, it is fair to say that the media has for a long time been interested in documenting Paris's story, as was seen in the ravenous feeding frenzy that greeted her jailing in 2007. On one of the tracks on her album, Paris jokes that she'll give us something to write about. Never was a truer word sung. For many years she has shown an exceptional knack for getting photographers' cameras to snap and journalists' keyboards to tap. If you want to get something mentioned in the press, and PR guru Max Clifford won't take your call, you could do a lot worse than ask Paris for a bit of advice. In comparison, she makes our own Jordan look like a shy, reclusive hermit. Indeed, Paris could probably teach David and Victoria Beckham a thing or two about self-promotion. She has even trademarked her own catchphrase, "That's hot." She used this phrase throughout the Simple Life series, and it really caught on with fans across the world. When asked how she felt about her phrase entering the lexicon of so many of her fans, her reply was an inevitable, "That's hot." She then revealed, "I trademarked the phrase about 7 months ago. I've been saying it forever. I want to put it on t-shirts and stuff like that." So, is Paris the girl who's got it all? If she is, then in truth part of it all also includes things that nobody would want. The spotlight might look a lot of fun from the outside, but when you're in the centre of the media glare, life can be very painful and difficult at times. When videos of her in bed with her boyfriend were leaked, it must have become almost unbearable for a while. Likewise, when an LA court sentenced her to 45 days in jail for driving offences, her shock and pain can only have been multiplied by the fact that a crowd of journalists filled the court, and an even more huge and hungry mob were waiting outside to snap her as she left the building in a state of shock. Everyone messes up their lives at some point.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?